my name's Joe Johnson, and I've been researching into alternative health and health treatment for over 20 years, in particular the use of plant extracts and herbs for treating various health conditions. In particular, I want to talk to you today, I'm in my consulting room, and I want to talk to you today about the various sinusitis treatments that you can use at home. If you're suffering from sinusitis, which is the inflammation of the sinus cavities, the infection of the sinus cavities, usually with fungus, yeasts and molds and bacteria, then there's quite a bit that you can do, and I've explored most of them. One of the most common forms of home treatment for sinusitis is a neti pot, and basically it's like a little pot. You put a fluid in it, normally a saline solution or a salt water, and you pour it into your sinuses, up your nostril, and you flush out, or you hopefully flush out, the offending fungus. Now in the short term, you will feel better. It's a bit uncomfortable using a neti pot. It's a bit uncomfortable. But once the fluid has passed through your nostrils and through the sinus cavities, you will feel better in the short term. Like everything in life, it's got its swings, it swings and roundabouts, it's got its pros and cons. Personally, I don't like using or recommending a neti pot, and this is why. If I've got a fungal infection or some kind of a bacterial infection in this sinus here, so I tip my head back and I squeeze in, using a neti pot, I squeeze in a salt solution to flush it out. So the congestion, the mucus, and hopefully some of the fungus will pour out, and it does. But what it also does is, once the fluid goes in there, I can't control where it's going. So the fungus that was here then starts to flush round all the other sinuses, and some of the fungal spores will settle in the other sinuses. And I've seen it where people have used a neti pot, they flush it, and they end up with a complete blocked, congested set of infected sinuses because they've spread it around. I mean, it makes sense. For instance, if the dog poops on your carpet, you can pick it up and throw it out, or you can try washing it out with a hose pipe. You'll spread the dog poop all over the carpet. And it's the same. You're just spreading it around. So I wouldn't recommend using a neti pot. Some people recommend using cider vinegar, swallowing cider vinegar. And actually, cider vinegar is a fantastic supplement to your health. So whether you've got sinusitis or not, I'd recommend you use cider vinegar on a daily basis. Just get 1 teaspoon, put it in a large glass of water. You must put it in water because it'll be a shock to the digestion otherwise. Just drink it. It boosts up your immune system. It's fantastic for that. But what it's not strong enough to do is to kill off the bacteria in your sinuses. It would be okay if you had no symptoms. You had a slight sinal infection, but it wasn't bothering you. Then take cider vinegar, and over a period of months, as your immune system gets stronger and stronger, your immune system will get rid of the sinusitis on its own. But for most people, they only know they've got sinusitis when they're in pain. When there's a lot of pains here, when the congestion and the sinus pressure is getting to them, when their ears are getting blocked with mucus, their eyes are getting all itchy and scratchy, and the breath absolutely stinks because of all this trapped mess inside the head. When you're in that condition, taking cider vinegar and waiting a few months doesn't work. Some of the other treatments, home treatments for sinusitis, are what I call decongestants. Maybe eucalyptus or peppermint And people will get these plant extracts, put them in boiling water and inhale them. And what they have the effect of doing is making you feel better instantly, or almost instantly, because it opens up the airways. You can breathe. You think, thank God for that. I can breathe. It's worked. But it hasn't. It's just opened up the airways. The problem is the fungus, yeast and mould that's growing in your sinuses. The bacteria, which is just sat at home inside your warm, moist, food-rich cavities inside your head. Unless you can kill them off, the sinusitis will continue. And decongestions don't work. They make you feel better to breathe, but it doesn't address the problem.